Thank you. 5'4".
Tiny wife is tiny.
Yep.
She's not tiny.
She's tiny.
Kristen's short, so she makes all of her NPCs short, and that becomes the average.
That's fair.
Nope, this is normal.
She's tiny in comparison to literally
normal.
everybody in this party.
I'm normal height, you guys. Like,
Yep.
slightly less than average. Which is 5
Sure.
feet. And there was taller.
Sure.
I hate you.
Aw.
Oh.
I'm normal, I swear. So, Maya,
Yeah, I believe I was,
rendezvousing.
yes, with Soranthia.
Do you have
Um,
any specific you would like to do? Other than the general rendezvousing of.
I mean, not particularly.
Zane,
Yep.
anything specific you would like to do?
I would like to call upon Kestrel's grandma.
That poor woman. Okay.
Actually, no, I don't want to do it right now. I'll save it for
Okay.
another time.
She
Kestrel,
might not
anything you...
appreciate gentlemen callers at this advanced hour.
Yeah.
It's still the afternoon.
Yes,
She's
it?
had,
Yes.
Unlike you guys,
she's had
Zane
to
hasn't
deal
been
with
running
enough.
around. But we do have a council meeting to get to.
Oh yeah. When is that?
6.
6.
Cool. Can I go to the library until then?
Which one?
Like the crystal.
Yes.
The magic one.
Yes, you can.
Cool.
Wait. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to the bookstore. Or no, Gilbert.
Okay. Yeah. You get to the library, Kestrel. There is no one else there.
Awesome. I'm going to spend the majority of the time that I'm there looking for any information I possibly can find about the primordials, if there is any in the library.
Sure. Give me an investigation.
Man, I miss my intelligence. Okay.
Me too.
And your expertise.
What the fuck? Can I not? Where is it? Okay, whatever. 15. Am I blind? I'm blind. It's fine.
Are you looking for anything specific?
Like general information on, like, if there's names or descriptions of the ones that were locked away.
Roll me a d10.
8.
Okay. One that pops up quite early is Denda the Night Serpent.
Okay.
Who swallowed the sun. There's also Ubtao the Deceiver. Let me just hang on. Let me just copy paste some names for you.
Oh, thank God, because I was really guessing with these ones. Okay.
And Ubtao.
Oh, wow, I spelled that one right.
Those pop up quite early. There are a few that you know. Among them, Akadi.
Mm-hmm.
Grumba. Ishtia. And Kasuth. You met Akadi, and she mentioned Grumbar, Ishtia, and Kasuth as potential allies.
Okay.
And there's Askarath the World Shaper. And this name. The Queen of Chaos.
Okay.
Those are the ones that sort of stand out to you. Of them, Uptau the Deceiver betrayed the primordials and fought with the gods. So did the Kadi Grumbar, Ishtia Kasuth, and Askarath the World Shaper. Those all aligned with the humans. There tend to be more about the good guys than the bad guys, for some reason.
Okay.
But Dendar the Night Serpent and the Queen of Chaos are very powerful and to be feared. You
Okay.
also hear of some, like, you read of something else. It's often mentioned alongside Primordial.
Mm-hmm.
It's Obelith. Oberith.
All right.
And there is like some discussion whether or not they were demon lords or primordials or evil primordials who originated demons, or demons so evil they became primordials. It's unclear.
Okay.
That is what you find.
Cool. Alrighty. Yeah, and I just would have stayed in the library reading until, like, within enough time for me to get to where the council meeting is.
Yep, that is fine. Anyone else want to do anything before the council meeting?
Yeah, I want to stop by Dilbert's, and I want to pick up a book on Sylvian from the bookstore.
Okay. What are you doing at Gilbert's?
I would like to ask him if he has, like, I'm looking for a book that will teach me about figuring out magical formulas and equations and spells that I see.
Like detect magic?
No. I sent you a message of what I want.
Oh, I do have some books, lore on magical theory that might be helpful.
That would be, yeah, okay.
And he gets out 3 books. They're not horrifically expensive. It would come to about 50 gold total.
All right.
And they all have like super wordy titles, like magic, a construct of a madman or a gift from the gods, a thesis written to discuss the proper laws of casting in an age of wonder. Like, no title is less than 25 words.
All right.
They're all quite dense.
Yeah, I figured they would be.
Yeah. Very dry. Give me an investigation for the language book.
I'll go to the same lady that I picked up my other language books from.
Yeah. They don't have it in stock. It's a rare language. She can order some in, but it's gonna take a while because it's winter, so they have to wait for an airship.
Okay. And I'll ask her if she... Actually, no, I'll hold on to it for now. Okay, that's all I wanted.
Okay.
And then I'll just go back to my room and... Oh no, I'll go to the Grey Hunt itself and just keep reading my... I'll start reading the new books I've got.
Okay. Give me an int check.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Fucking
Ouch.
hell. God
Yeah.
damn it.
This, like, this language is almost impenetrable. You find out where the index
Okay.
is, but
Yeah, I found
that's
the
like,
glossary.
yeah, that's pretty much the progress that you make today. Let's see. Eventually it rolls up on 6 o'clock, and I suppose most of you make your way to Whitestone Castle for the council meeting.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'd have woken up from the
Yeah.
nap.
I used to have a thing for this, but I can't find it. It's probably, like, I know I have it archived, I just can't remember what I called it. I'm sorry. I'll open it later and I will actually find it, but I actually have 146 archived maps, so
Yeah.
I'm not pausing the session for 20 minutes until I find it.
We'll use our imaginations.
Mm-hmm. It's great. One thing you do notice is that like the last time you came, there were like a guard leading you to the count. At this point, it's like, yeah, you know the way. Come on in. No one follows you to the council chambers. It appears that you are trusted in a way that you were not in the past.
It's a setup.
Mm-hmm. We'll move to this page so you can have the council up. So yeah. Actually, Joe?
Yeah.
For your sake, I will reveal something else as well.
Uh-huh. I was just about to ask about that.
Yep.
Would you be able to turn the names on for me?
Hang on. I need to look up there. See, this is the problem of having like a campaign that runs a long time. Eventually you have like notes
Yeah.
and notes and notes and notes and notes and notes. Oh. Oh, I'm not. Let's see. There we are.
Wonderful.
But yes, you all arrive at the council. Everyone is in session. You also see a few other familiar faces. Kira is there.
Hi, Kira.
Hi, guys. I didn't know that you had come back. It's really good to see you, though.
Yeah, we just got back. It's really good to see you. Were you called here?
Oh, no, I'm just here helping Sinley.
Right. That's right.
With stuff.
How's that going, by the way?
Oh, it's going like really well. I'm learning like a lot of new stuff and like spells.
That's good.
I can cast Greater Restoration now.
Funny you should say that. So can I. We can talk about that later, though. It's great to see you.
Yeah. I mean, you too. That's so great that you can do everything I can do. Okay.
Oh.
Oh no.
Saw that coming.
She's like, hey guys, I'm having character growth. Kestrel like That ain't nothing.
I just gave my soul to the Raven Queen. She gave me this shit.
Everything you accomplished, I've just accomplished as well. Your existence is meaningless.
You're the best.
We can talk more
Guys,
about that later. Yeah.
So Kestrel's title is Soul Crusher,
Yes.
Yeah, funny
Yes.
Dream
enough,
Destroyer.
that's what I meant to
Yes.
do.
Constance is also there. But she's like she seems to be there more in her own right than she was like previously. She was obviously there for the Baroness.
Before she was a secretary, now she's there because she's meant to be there.
Yes.
Okay.
Like she's not on the council, but she's more like like you guys, like a free agent.
Right.
A fragent.
A free agent.
Yeah.
And you do notice that Ezreal is not there.
Oh.
Damn it. Where's the druid?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's ask. Where is Ezreal?
I imagine she's trying to find her people still.
But most of the council is gathered. It's like 5-6. So people are just waiting for Brandon and Laurentia at this point. So. And as the clock ticks slowly forward, Brandon finally enters the room and calls the meeting to order. So, it appears we have developments.
Yeah. A few.
Please inform the council.
Just gonna look at everybody else and like, where do we start?
Should we, you know?
Okay,
The whole
so we
thing?
went to the Shattered Teeth.
Yep.
To follow up that lead. While there, we investigated a temple and got these 6 pieces of paper, and I'll lay the pieces of paper out. They seem to be like a warning, maybe, or a prophecy, or just a general note. But they talk about something evil buried under Wildmount, and that 13 houses, which I believe refers to the 13 families that Lionel knows, keep a pact to keep it sealed. That was the only information we got there. Unfortunately, the site collapsed around us, but we managed to escape. We also made contact with Snobia's mother, who appears to be the current avatar of Io.
Maybe. We're still a little murky on that whole avatar situation, I think.
Well, I'll take Zenobia at her word when she said her mom was the avatar, that until proven otherwise, I'll believe everyone believes she is the avatar.
Which is fair, and that's how it should stay until we figure that out.
And then we met a unicorn on accident. Got
Twice.
teleported.
On accident.
On accident. Oh no, the second time was kind of purposeful.
I mean, they both were purposeful.
We met the unicorner accidentally. The second time we needed to get out of there because we were pretty banged up. But we went to one of the divine realms. And we met one of the gods of the storm giants, I believe.
Strongmow.
Strongmow. And we also met Akadi, the air primordial. She gave us a bit more information. She says the things sealed under Wildmount are the dark primordials from the time of the Dawn Wars.
And resealing wasn't going to help, right?
I'll get to that in a moment.
Okay.
She said that we had essentially two options. Well, first off, currently the seal is not functioning. One of the seals has been cracked or broken when the Raven Queen came to power. One of the divine domains, darkness, I believe, was not picked up. And so one of the families in charge of that seal has essentially been nullified. And now the seal is, according to Akade, the seal is cracked. It can't be repaired. And that the dark primordials will break out. It could be decades, it could be centuries, she doesn't know. Just that it will happen sooner or later. She agreed to help us and to try to help find other allies who will help us. The other primordials who fought back in the Dawn War, she's pretty sure will help us. In agreement, we have to help protect her people, which she seemed to imply were the air genasi and air elementals. She also told us we could possibly, if we knew how, recreate the seal. So our options are trying to recreate the seal or gathering enough power for when they break out to fight them again.
Which, remind me, was it not? I feel like I remember.
The keeper of the seal and the one who knows how to both break it and maintain it is the Avatar.
Who we believe to be Marima
Yes.
in the Shattered Teeth.
And if something happens to Ramima, whose name I can never say, then it will pass down to one of the other candidates. One of which is Zenobia, and another is most likely the person who kidnapped Ezreal's druids. The other thing that was revealed is that one of the gods might be a traitor or some other powerful being. Akadi said that some of the primordials did have the ability to essentially assume different shapes and forms and blend in, and that she suspected that they would be the first ones to slip loose. And that one of them has been possibly hiding in the shadows since the Dawn War. Anyone else remember anything else?
Well, wasn't Io killed? I thought.
That is
In part.
that is some.
to create that seal?
She hasn't been killed, from what I can tell. She's essentially like in some sort of half-death, and she is
Right.
essentially the battery for the seal.
But that was okay.
So she's a sacrifice to build a seal. And I'm assuming for there to be a seal made again, someone has to be sacrificed
This
to
is
be a
what I'm
battery.
this is what I'm unclear on, and this is what we probably have to talk to Rima. Oh man,
Marima.
Marima?
Rami. I cannot say the
No,
word.
Rima.
Rima.
Yep.
Rima.
Yep.
About. I'm sorry. Because it's possible if we break the seal, she may wake up. But I doubt she would have anything close to her former power.
Isn't the seal already unraveling?
The seal is failing. And I suspect that there are probably forces working to make sure the other seals fail faster and much sooner rather than later.
So, something that's been bothering me for a little while with this is if it took the sacrifice of Io to create that seal, why now, with the seal generating, are they so interested in finding an avatar of Io other than to sacrifice that person to recharge?
Because she can undo it completely. She can break it now. The avatar of Io, from what I was told, from what Akadi told us, has the power to undo the seal right then and there.
Right, but we don't want that, do we?
Yeah,
Yes,
what's
but
the opposite of that?
if there is a betrayer god amongst us who wants the primordial free, you corrupted avatar of Io, one of the seed candidates, kill off the current avatar,
Sure.
she becomes the new avatar, and she could just undo the seal a lot easier than having to go around and mess with what is essentially really powerful magic.
Right. Okay.
That is my reasoning on it.
That adds up.
As a general question to the council as well as everyone here, when the first time that this thing happened with the primordials, was it only on the prime material plane?
Yeah, see, that's important because this whole issue of erasing reality are we talking about one plane or are we talking about every plane?
I asked Void that, and I asked my sword, my patron, and I asked Akadi, and they all said we would lose this world first, but all others will fall eventually.
Eventually, but not immediately.
That I can't say. I am not. I don't know
That's
enough
usually
about the
what
planes.
that's what is implied is eventually. It means that it's not exactly when this one goes down.
I'll be fair, I did not ask for like a specific timeline of when everything will be destroyed, just that everything would indeed be destroyed. So I admit, it was my fault. I didn't get specific enough. I cannot tell you whether it will be immediately or like each one will be sieged or will be like a cascading failure of magical reality collapse. I don't know.
Well, Saranthia speaks up. The universe, as far as we know, is separated by layers. Multiple universes exist in the same time and the same space, where others function by altered rules. It would stand to reason that the realms most similar to us would be the ones most quickly impacted. Other realms, such as, well,
just to break in, that would imply that the ones that could impact it first would probably be the Shadowfell and the Feywilds, correct?
Not necessarily. The Shadowfell and the Feywilds both operate by different mechanics. However, there are rumors that people have traveled to other places. Places very similar to Exandria.
I think we've been to one.
So it would stand to reason that if there is a tear in the fabric of reality, those would be more quickly affected than a realm such as the Shadowfell. Although closely connected to our own, it operates by quite a different rule set.
Okay.
She's basically saying stuff like Farron and Earth would,
Oh, the multiverse.
yes, go to
We have
shit.
a multiverse now.
Yes, would go to shit way before the Shadowfell would. And the Feywild is basically chaos incarnate. So like no one has a fucking clue what could happen in the Feywild.
Exactly. No one fucks with the Feywild because the Feywild fucks with you.
Exactly.
But in this case, not even the Feywild will withstand.
No, but they'd be protected for a little while.
Yeah.
Enough time for someone to figure out how to fix it.
I suspect this is one of those. I don't know. So
I fear this has reached a point where our council is out on the depths of our position and
it
are not.
isn't. It seems like it's no longer a Whitestone problem. This is a world or universal problem.
Well, international politics being what it is, I believe our first step is to talk to the council.
In Iman,
Yes.
we also need to get back to the Shattered Teeth. I don't know. There's a lot of. We need allies.
And we
need
left
more
loose ends
information.
there.
I don't even know if we accomplished any of our ends there. We
Yeah.
kind of came back
All of the
way
ends are
too
loose.
soon.
We just kind of held the ends of the thread until it became a Gordian knot. I agree.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Well,
what do you want us to do?
the Shattered Teeth, we cannot help you with that. It is not someone we trade with regularly, and when we do, they initiate, not us.
I think that needs to change. I think we need to figure out a way, either start creating a magic circle or something that we can start being in contact with them regularly.
Well, we have a magic circle here.
I think we might actually have a way around that.
We can get you to Iman tonight if necessary.
Well, yeah, we could get to Shattered Teeth probably tonight as well, or tomorrow.
You would prefer to do the Shattered Teeth before you
Well,
council.
this is what I want to know. Do you feel like we're your best envoys to go to Iman and talk to the council?
Well, to be honest, the only reason you're standing here is because you are trusted.
But that
And
trust,
truth can be told in this room. You're also the only people who have any inkling what is going on. Sending someone else would only complicate matters. They would be asked questions they do not know the answer to.
and I think we'll be asked questions we yet don't have the answer to.
But It's up to you.
To set aside specifics real fast, I think what we need to do though is we need to contact Wildmount and Iman and the dwarves, and we need to start at least laying the groundwork for some sort of cooperation. I mean, we don't have to tell them immediately, oh, hey, we think the world's gonna end, but start opening up doors. And I think we need to start gathering more information and trying to find lost relics. And other allies, preferably of considerable power. And our group can only be in, as we just found out, in one place at one time.
So be it. Laurentia pipes up from the back and she's like, Wild Mount will not be an issue.
I know our friend Lionel is incredibly worried that we're going to essentially sacrifice Wildmount and have it explode. I think were his words.
If Wildmount falls, the world falls. I think we all understand that now.
Yes.
I will send off letters. Maybe request an envoy?
That seems the best. And I mean, any aid you guys want to like provide our group would certainly help. We've kind of been running on a fairly shoestring to what we steal from old temples budget.
Might I suggest possible access to the Cobalt Reserve if that is something that could be offered?
I don't know if we trust them. If we should
I don't trust them, but I trust the information that they hold in the building.
That's a good point.
Books are a lot more trustworthy than people.
But they're written. Never mind. Debate for another time.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think we could use some aid. As for Jamoran's, I've heard of an item called a Helm of Teleportation. If we could get one of those, that would allow us to get around fairly easier. At least to places we've been. Is Kristen still alive?
Yeah, Kristen is impressed by your audacity.
Well, Saranthia taught me how to teleport to circles. I think maybe if I keep at it, eventually one day I'll be able to teleport a little more freely and no helmet required.
Then we can hand the helmet back, and they can use it for how they see fit.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have a helmet of teleport. If such an item even exists. And Saranthia is like, I mean, I might be able to. Might take a couple of years, but
That's my girl.
Oh, we could ask Gilbert. He seems to be fairly good at finding things.
I'm not giving you guys a fucking helmet of teleport.
I mean, that's fair. at
Ever.
this point.
Especially before we even have 7th level spells.
True. Access to the Cobalt Reserve, though. That's still on the table.
That is not something we can give. However, the council would be able to provide.
Naman.
Yes. Like I said, I feel that what you're working on has grown beyond what we have the means to cope with, which is why I suggested elevating the matter to their attention.
And realistically, I don't know that we have the resources or the knowledge to deal with anything that we encountered in the Shattered Teeth just yet. Maybe Amon is the best option for now. We can go back to the Shattered Teeth once we discover some more. I mean, really,
There's
what would we do there?
Well, we know that Zenobia's in danger, and she's very important,
Yeah, but
as is her mom.
we could send a message, and I think that they already
Zenobia's
know
never
that they
been-
are.
They didn't seem terribly, well,
No, they didn't, but at the same time, they didn't necessarily know what we know. We could inform them, and I'm sure Marima's capable. So is Zenobia, for that matter.
I'll go where
They
the
can
council
both get
wishes.
here.
Joe and Zane, why don't you both roll me an insight?
Damn.
Feels good, man.
Zane, I mean, yeah, they might be in danger. Jamorn, you know how Kestrel, when she was a wizard, you don't know
Mhm.
about thing yet because it's a recent development. But when she was a wizard, she would like find the most dangerous thing she could and then throw herself
In
at
front
it.
of it, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, yep, while painting her face metal and yelling, "Witness me."
Yes.
Yeah. So if you were capable of casting 9th level spells, how many things would you go around on the daily being afraid of?
Not many. Nope.
Yeah.
Not a single fucking one.
Which is why I said they're capable if they know that they're in that type of danger of protecting themselves.
Yeah.
Probably
I
much
mean,
more than we are.
they hand wave the danger, but they probably have cause to hand wave the danger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just pointing out. She was kidnapped once. 9th level spell sure the hell didn't help her then. And she
No.
is but a 12-year-old child.
All wizards have a weakness, and that weakness is silence.
And Roxasha.
That's not so much a weakness. That's just a pain in the ass, really.
Yep.
Maybe like a tranquilizer dart before they know what's happening.
Exactly.
Mm.
Getting stabbed kind of hurts wizards, just, as a
Anyways, fine.
Side
We
point.
go to Iman.
you can inform the council there, and we can possibly get more access to things in which we can use to help the Shattered Teeth. It's our best bet.
I just wanted to go to Shattered Teeth, get more information, then go to the council with a bit more substantive information or what's
Right.
going on, rather than what is mostly just conjecture and pieces of what various people have told us.
Well,
But
the question then becomes, would you like to leave tonight or would you like to wait until tomorrow? We could write some letters of introduction easier way.
It
We
would.
might as well wait till tomorrow.
That would be better.
Yeah.
We have... Actually,
Plans.
apparently so. Kess,
Yes. Oh, right. You're all invited to have dinner with my mother and grandmother, by the way. Please come.
Did you say that to the council?
No, I just at the people
Well,
beside me.
Out of the
my
corner of your
friends.
mouth.
So yeah, did you just like mumble that out while looking to the side?
Yep.
Dodgy AF.
Please do not have the whole council come to my grandmother's house.
it would be amazing, especially if the Derillos came.
Jesus fucking Christ. Well, I feel like
They'd
They-
get along.
yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like they've probably already had tea at least once.
Mm.
Laurentia, who's sitting right behind you, goes like, "She's a lovely woman."
It's what I've been told.
Well, I feel we will reach out to our contacts. We will write our letters of introduction. Saranthia, you can take them where they need to go, and Saranthia nods. Very well. If you have any questions, any specific things that you need, feel free to contact any member of the council. We will offer as much aid as we can. I don't want to seem ungrateful for what you've done. But going forward, you are representing not only the Grey Hunt, but also the city of Whitestone. And the well-being of every man, child, and woman in this world is in danger. So keep that in mind.
Not a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
It's something I've kept in mind from the start of this.
There is a small possible complication. I don't know. I should bring it up in front of everyone. But I'm gonna. I've represented Whitestone in Iman before, and I don't know if I'm welcome there.
Shit.
You see Corwin kind of like rub the bridge of his nose.
This is when you were an assassin.
Hmm?
What?
Yeah. I mean, we're all friends here, right?
I've got an eye patch and a hat. Do you want to wear those?
Not sure if that'll really stop him from being shot.
If they don't recognize them, they just don't go around killing random people.
Hmm. I mean,
You've seen my makeup skills. I'll try and do what I can.
Yeah, the issue is that I don't know that I'm welcome by that council.
oh.
Again, you don't have to be Jamorn when you meet them.
Yeah.
Council might have their squabbles, but hopefully they'll be able to rise above.
Yeah, hopefully. All right.
Hopefully.
That's
just, I
reassuring.
haven't really been in Amon in a long time. Who is seated on the council currently?
Me. Notes. So, there are multiple council members. 4, 5, 6. 6 council members.
Mm-hmm.
The one you should reach out to, like, I mean, you all know basically how the council works. You're all citizens.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a Master of Defense, Information, Commerce, Law, Arcana, and Development. And the Master of Defense is basically the head of the guard and the one who is in charge of like military and blah blah blah. So
Mm-hmm.
the one who's like the most public figure,
Mm-hmm.
and his name is Bannon Whirl.
Okay.
I will put that in chat for you. Oh, I'm still Laurentia. Who knew?
Okay.
And but yes, like the council said that they are writing letters of introduction.
Letters. Okay.
Yeah, so
Cool.
Is there anything else?
now I feel you have informed us of your findings, and unless you have anything to add.
I don't think so.
Then we will wish you luck, because you will surely need it.
Well, thank you for this time, and we'll wish you luck as well, because I believe we're all going to need it.
Yeah. I'll just get up and ready to leave.
Yep.
And so you do.
Can I invite Saranthia to this dinner thing?
Yeah. She waves back. There is a very somber mood as you leave the room, and you see like multiple Laurentia and Brandon immediately start whispering to one another. Saranthia and Sinley, like people are like grouping up, talking, and like, what should we do, and what is this thing, and who should we call, and they seem to be like organizing and making lists and checking them twice.
Fair.
And about an hour later, you're standing in the snow outside the keep.
Oh, that went well.
I wish we had better news.
Better news would be good. Well, I think I might call an early night.
Don't we have dinner?
That's
It's
tomorrow
tomorrow.
evening.
Ah,
So we're delaying an entire day.
Yes.
I thought we were leaving in the morning. All right.
Right. I am going to go to see my grandmother. I'll see you guys in the morning. Kestrel's gonna turn and walk away.
Kestrel, before you go,
Yeah?
can you ask or let your grandmother know that I'll probably be paying her a visit tomorrow if she has the time? I'd like to discuss something with her.
Why? Do you want to discuss something with my grandmother?
That is my business alone.
With my relative?
Yes.
Right. Okay. I can do that, I guess.
Thank you.
Yep. Anyone else want to have secretive meetings with a family member?
Been there, done that.
What?
See you later. I'm just gonna walk away and head back to the Grey Hunt.
Is Saranthia following us?
she's probably busy doing like counseling
Yeah,
stuff.
no, she hasn't left the council room.
All right.
People who have left is Kira and Constance, Anton, and Hansel. Lionel sort of separates from the group and takes Hansel's arm and to walk off into the night.
So, Maya, looks like we're going back to Iman.
It does look that way.
Did you
Yeah.
notice how they said they would support us, but they kind of drew the line at like not giving us any money?
I mean, coffers are tight this time of year. But yeah, you think with the world on the line.
They'd at least like pay for our expenses.
I guess it's just a testament to how capable they think we are.
Yeah. And Zane's just gonna kind of just start walking off into the night.
Okay.
Question.
Is left standing on her own. Yes, Rue. Kestrel.
Who is it that is the paladin to the Raven Queen that I've talked to? Is that Hannah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So once I'm like out of eye line of any of the party members, I want to try and find Hannah. Like
Okay.
find her.
Give me investigation.
I'm really liking the number 15 for these
Yeah.
rolls.
It's late enough that if you wait like 20 minutes, she'll probably show up at the Grey Hunt. At least that's when Wallace normally retires.
Okay. 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 Never mind. I'm going to the Raven Queen thing that I know of. I can't remember the term.
The
Temple?
shrine.
The shrine to the Raven Queen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, if I can't find her like on the walk to there, I'm pretty much avoiding the Grey Hunt as far away as I possibly can. So like in that distance, if I haven't like found her or found her like walking towards the Grey Hunt, I'm just going to make a beeline for the Raven Queen shrine.
Let's see. Um, yeah, you kind of do like as you make it towards the graveyard, you do kind of see her snuffing some candles, clearing up some stuff. Seems like she's about ready to head out.
Okay. Um, yeah, I'm just going to go up to her quickly. Excuse me, Hannah?
Yes. Kestrel, right?
Yes. Um, I have a question, and this might seem weird, uh, but that's kind of normal, I'm assuming, having how many times you've dealt with me so far. Have you ever spoken to the Raven Queen, being you've devoted to her and all?
What do you mean spoken to her?
Directly, face to face.
Yes, when I received my call to serve.
Do you trust her?
She is a god. We are mortals.
But do you trust her? What she says?
I believe she would not speak an untrue, but I wouldn't deign to say that I understand everything that she says.
Right.
Her words have layers. If you try unraveling them, well, that way lies madness.
Right. Gods are cryptic. All that fun jazz. Were you leaving for the night?
Yeah, it's getting late. It's dark. But
Um,
if you need anything, I would be happy to help you, child.
no. It's fine. If you wanted, I could finish up for you, just so you could get an earlier sleep, I guess. You look kind of tired.
She raises an eyebrow.
It was just an offer. I wanted to be helpful, and I guess it's also kind of an apology for what happened the last time we spoke, which was ridiculous, and yeah.
Very well. There isn't much left to do. I was just going to sweep the floors before I left.
I could do that.
Yes, I'm sure you could. I'll leave you to it then, Kestrel.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You as well. And she gives you like a last glance as she walks out the door. Um, Maya, you stand abandoned in the courtyard. What are you doing?
I think I'll go back to the Grey Hunt. There is a project I'd kind of like to start, though.
Yes.
I kind of want to make these like gloves to like hold all my pens. And then, like, if there's a easy way to, like, detach all the pens for the purpose of animate objects, that'd be pretty cool. So, I don't know how good Maya is at sewing. Like, maybe we'll find out.
Okay, yeah. Um, hmm. Give me. I'd say this is like this weird blend between like survival and performance. So I'm gonna say give me a wisdom-based performance.
Okay. So I have expertise in performance, so I can just give you an expertise whiz save.
Yep.
I just gave myself expertise in survival.
Yeah, just click it. And it will go away. You manage to start something. At first you tried like attaching it to like the fingertips, like to keep movement, but the feathers just, get in
Right.
the way and break, and they're quite fragile. So eventually you sort of make them more into a cuff, and that works a lot better. So it's basically like quills sewn into the band of a cuff around the glove.
Right. It's actually kind of what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you managed to do it. They look quite fancy. In the end, you try some fancier stitch works, and it works pretty well.
Okay.
You think your mom would be proud of you?
Oh.
Your housewife skills.
If only you could remember her face.
Right.
Lol.
Okay, I think it's just an early night then after that.
Zane, where are you heading? You did get a nod from Constance, by the way.
Then I'll probably kill a little bit of time until that. I
Okay.
don't have anything specific to do in between now and then.
And Jamorn.
Um. I'll probably actually take the opportunity to actually try, now that I'm back in Whitestone, where there might be like some of my tools and things to work with. I might try to tinker a little bit. Work on some of the designs that I've had since the start. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else that I need to get done before. Yeah, not before the dinner. I'll just kind of be at the Greyhound, like, unless I have to go somewhere else for the tinkering stuff, but yeah.
Okay. And Kestrel.
Yep.
Hannah leaves. You're left alone.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna sweep the floors?
Yep. Soon as I said I would. I, however, am looking as I'm sweeping the floors for a raven.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of ravens.
Plenty? Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold out my hand. Just hold out the palm of my hand towards one of the birds.
Roll me persuasion.
Oh shit, this isn't gonna be good. Nope.
Jesus.
I got no charisma anymore, guys.
You have a +2 from racial, yet you have a -1.
Yeah?
Okay.
That shouldn't be possible.
Well,
Go down to a 6.
point by.
You can't go down under 8.
Listen, I just moved my stats around, is what I did. I didn't change anything else about that. I just moved my stats.
Well,
I don't remember what I actually was supposed to have. Either way, it would have been a 2 if I actually had the +2, so it's not much of a change.
okay. Yeah, you're basically like, here, birdie, birdie, birdie. Here, birdie, get over here, you you feathered rat. And the ravens seem to give you the attention they
Cool. So from like
feel
open
like you
hand,
deserve.
from open hand holding my hand out, I just give the bird the middle finger and go back to sweeping.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole birds. And after I finish sweeping up, I might just go for a walk before going back to the Grey Hunt.
Okay. Anywhere specific?
No, just going for a wander around Whitestone. Like a good hour stroll, so to speak.
Okay.
Mhm.
Give me an option.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Oh, Whitestone is quiet. People are lighting candles inside of houses. You see families sitting down together for their evening meal. But everything seems quiet, calm before the storm. Um, Zane,
Yep.
um, you meet at your normal place.
Sure.
So you arrive at the Machinarium. Connie's there. She waves when you enter.
I'll wait back and then go and join her. So, how have things been going with you?
You know, the world hasn't ended.
No, it is not. I noticed that you no longer work with the Baroness.
That is an exaggeration. I still work with the Baroness. I just don't work for the Baroness.
Yeah. Well, I suppose we all sort of work for her in one way or another.
That's true.
But still, congratulations.
Thank you.
I was surprised to see you at the council meeting, though.
Well, They might need someone to grease some wheels.
So it's essentially approval of what you do.
Some of it, at least.
I admit I was hoping to get you a souvenir from the Shattered Teeth, but we kind of came back unexpectedly.
Well, from the way you were speaking, it sounds like you're going back there, so...
Eventually, it sounds like. Unless... And Zane will dig into the bag and pull out one of the giant dinosaur teeth, unless you want a souvenir like this. And he'll set one of the big ones down on the table.
She seems genuinely interested in what it is. And she'll have you tell her, like, what kind of beast it comes from.
It was the most massive beast, and as I say this, I'll start to minor illusion. You know, one of the Spinosauruses on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And if I could even make it like into like a little pantomimed, moving thing, and the way it would like roar. Like the jungle
Stop
is
motion.
Yeah, the jungle is full of these things. And smaller versions of these things.
Oh, they seem very dangerous. How did you, well, survive?
Well, your brother is incredibly murderous with that gun. Lionel was able to essentially slow it down enough. So, and then you just wail on it a lot. And eventually it goes down. I actually feel pretty bad about the whole entire event.
Why?
Well, we kinda killed its baby for no reason, or what could have probably been avoided. And that was the mom who, came for revenge from what I can tell.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with mothers, in my
No,
experience.
no you don't. But still, if you want the tooth, you can have it. That's one of the ones that came out of its mouth.
Yeah, she wants it. She's interested. She's probably gonna make up a bullshit story about how she killed it, but yeah.
Of course. But yeah. So that's what we did. We wandered the jungle and saw a new capital that's on this massive bridge, that seems to have been made out of magic or constructed with magic. That's on the edge of a lake in a huge waterfall. Then at the base of the waterfall, and we know this because it almost ate Kestrel, is a dinosaur they're called. I don't even know what this is. That's even bigger than this thing. It was really an amazing place.
Does everything you meet try to eat Kestrel?
You know what? I think so. I think almost everything we meet has tried to eat Kestrel.
It does seem to be a running theme, yes.
She does tend to put herself in positions of being eaten, though.
Well, you know what they say. Girls just want to have fun.
Yes.
But yes, the two of you have a lovely chat and you catch up, unless there's anything specific you want to talk to her about.
Nah.
And Kestrel roam the city streets at night, eventually making her way to the hunt.
Yep.
And all of you manage to get yourself in bed before midnight, and you all turn into pumpkins.
Yay!
Achievement
Wanted to be a
unlocked.
pumpkin.
What a twist.
Kestrel, give me a wisdom save.
I choose to fail it.
Okay. Um. Hmm. Roll me a d20.
Okay. 15.
Okay. You dream. You're walking. Around you is a giant plain, somewhat similar to that you were just in Strommouse territory.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's cold. And the darkness feels darker, more intrusive. You can hear birds, the cawing of ravens, but they're always at the edge of your vision. Um, you feel like you're trying to find something, but you can't quite reach it. And there's motion, forward motion, like someone pushed you.
Mm-hmm.
You stumble and you fall. Uh, Feathers surround you. You can't see anything. It's all just blackened feathers. And you wake up in a cold sweat. You have a point of exhaustion, Kestrel.
Okay. That's not what I meant to do.
You have
And
no
no
flaws.
flaws.
as well.
Wow.
I have no
Celebrate.
flaws.
Bullshit. Like, I'm putting shit in there for you, Kestrel.
Oh, believe me, I'll fill it up in a second after this
Clearly,
dinner.
There
After
just
this
needs to
dinner.
be like a link to its own like 2-page text document of flaws.
Oh, I mean, I could do that. I have that. Do you want that?
Kestrel lies. Flow 1.
Exactly. Paragraph 3, section 2. The next 15 pages are about how much Kestrel has lied.
Mm. But yeah. You might. Just because I'm asking for wisdom.
No, I think it's just
doesn't
fun. I don't
mean-
like making wisdom saves because it makes it. See, if I don't make it, then I feel bad. If I just go, yeah, do whatever you want, I don't feel as bad.
That makes no sense. But
Mhm.
okay.
Shut up, Lux.
I've suggested it in the past that maybe you want to try to make one of these saves every
No.
once in a while. Okay.
No,
All right.
no,
Great.
no.
What if you were dominated and like you just like got up out of bed and just murdered us all in our
Yep.
sleep?
Mhm.
Well, that would be like the first time a cleric ever was able to murder fucking warlock, a bard, and a fighter. So I should feel good about that.
Yep.
I'm fine. I just had another nightmare. I'm used to it.
You did not get a long rest.
Okay.
You have a point of exhaustion and you don't regain spell slots. I
Cool.
don't know if you even used any
I
spells.
didn't use a single one.
Okay.
So, but I didn't get a long rest. Did I
Mhm.
get any rest at all? Like enough to equate a short rest?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna use some of my hit die then, because I haven't healed yet from when I stabbed myself.
Oh, yeah.
So let me just do this right. Give me. I'll just do 3. Cool. That's enough. I'll feel good about that after dinner.
As dawn comes, Joe, Jamorn wakes up in his room at the Grey Hunt. Kestrel is awake in her room at the Grey Hunt. Maya wakes up in her room at the Grey Hunt. And Zane is doing the Walk of Shame. So, as you're all sitting there eating probably breakfast, that's probably when you notice that Zane is not there. Neither is Lionel, but to be honest, none of you expect to see Lionel for a little while. He was bragging about, his paladin stamina.
Yes.
He also bragged about half-orc stamina, I think, at one point too.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have much stamina if he's not a morning person.
I mean, he might not have gone to bed yet.
So you're saying Lionel didn't achieve a long rest either?
I'm saying Lionel's about to achieve a long rest. So what would you like to do this morning? Your life stretched before you like a glorious dawn of a new era. You can do whatever you want. You can be whatever you like.
Like
Well, that's
to
a
see
fucking lie.
Saranthia.
God damn. No, just kidding.
What was that?
Later in the morning, at a sociable hour, I would like to go see Saranthia.
Yeah, sure. Do you head back to the Grey Hunt for breakfast, or?
Nah. I probably just pick something up on the way.
Okay.
Cool. Kestrel has to talk to Jam and Maya then over breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And Zara too. Why not? She can know.
Okay.
Ow.
Okay.
There's a lot of bones in my shoulder that just popped.
How many? Never mind.
There's at least two
'Kay.
there,
Yeah, all right.
technically.
One, too many. Okay.
Are we doing the breakfast thing first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Shit. I just remembered I don't have that anymore. Fuck. Do I know anyone else in the Grey Hunt who might have private sanctum? Perchance.
You have a room with a lock.
I could throw up a wall of force.
You also
Well,
have a tiny
perfect. It'll keep
hut.
ghosts out.
I have a what?
Tiny hut, Maya.
Oh, that's true.
No.
You
I
don't
took
have tiny hut?
teleportation circle instead.
Yeah.
It's a third
Shit.
level spell. Tiny hut. And the
Right.
ritual. Okay.
I could
But
learn
bards
that.
are limited in their choices.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I've already had a nightmare and I feel like shit and I haven't had coffee. So let's do this. I think I fucked up. More than once. Let me be specific.
Okay, that would help.
With this. And then she's going to point at the symbol on her eye. So
You
you
hear-
know,
Snort.
What was that?
You hear a muffled snort from Zara.
thank you. You know how I said I didn't remember anything about the deal I made?
Uh-huh.
That was a
Mhm.
lie,
Was it a lie?
Wow.
Really?
and I'm sorry. I made a deal to save you guys by giving myself to the Raven Queen, giving my servitude for all eternity. Right. And when we, cat, no. When we were at the divine realm with Stromau, when you guys were speaking to the people there, I left the castle and I contacted her and I spoke with her. She's aware that there more than likely will be another war, and I have a duty that I have to perform for her in the chance that that actually happens. And I don't think it's for a good purpose.
Oh, Kestrel.
But you're alive, so that's good, right? Everybody's alive here.
Don't get me wrong, I'm extremely grateful. But is there no way to wiggle out of this one?
No, I don't think there is. See, when I made the deal, I tried to give her my life for yours, and she told me that that already belonged to her. So then I tried to give her, the whole avatar thing, but that she couldn't take. However, found a loophole with that one, obviously, being as I'm not the avatar anymore. And instead I told her that I'd give her anything she wanted if she let me save you. And that's, where we're at now. And I realized she's not the greatest of people, but I knew she was going to be the easiest god and the quickest way that if anything bad happened, I could trade something for one of you. And that's what I did. And I'm not upset by that choice. I just realize that she may be more dangerous than I thought originally.
Hmm.
Mm, hmm. Zero holds up a finger as like she's chipmunking a croissant. You knew she was a god, right?
I was well aware she is.
And that she killed a god, right?
Yes.
But you didn't think she was dangerous?
It's not exactly what I meant. I know she's dangerous. I know she meddles, and that is why I chose her as a fallback plan when I couldn't do anything outside of what I could do at the time. It has come to my attention that she's more dangerous than I originally thought at that point. Like more worse than a god that killed a god, more so like a god that might be trying to take over completely.
Like a god that used to be immortal that killed a god to take over that realm.
Yeah,
Feels kind of predictable, but okay.
Yeah, well, Paylor wasn't doing much for Lionel, so I was kind of like on last legs to find a way to make sure that no one died that I cared about. She kind of was the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, no one's allowed to die around me. Side note. No more death, if possible. I'm gonna do my best to make it so you don't die. But prefacing this, please don't die. Cause I don't know what exactly if that happens.
Okay. Same.
Yep.
I don't know what I would do if any of you died. So I can understand where you're coming from.
Right.
So what do you plan to do?
Well, find a way out of this if I possibly can. Do my best not to hinder our process in saving the world. And if it comes down to it, I will deal with myself if I am a hindrance.
Have you thought about ever like flying under the radar a little? Like
Yeah, that's
maybe
never
if you
really worked
don't,
for me.
but have you tried it? Because if you were to try it and maybe she just sort of like forgot about you a little bit,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, see, I would do that if another thing that I have spoken to her about, um, she was really happy about the fact she took me from Io. So I feel like even if I just, you know, go a little bit more stealth about this, she'll fucking know where I am
Well,
at all
okay.
times.
So, follow-up question. It seems like you sure have talked a lot about an awful lot of things. How often is this happening?
I've done it twice. After,
In the last
no,
2 days?
sorry, I've done it once in the last 2 days.
And how about in the last 3?
I mean, she dragged me into the bowl when we made the deal.
Okay.
I mean, I saw you covered in blood while we were in Stone
That was,
Walls.
yeah, that was the once. That was the in between.
And then there was going into the bowl in the first place.
Right?
And I'm assuming that there was something beforehand.
Well, when I got the dagger, right? And then the second time I died, I saw her, which was, sprung the idea. She already had some minor interest in me, so I thought it would be easier to, hitch a ride on that horse, so to speak. Bad horse, found out. Bad decision. Fucked up again. Kinda in my repertoire.
Mm, what makes you think? Like, are you worried that she's evil?
No. Well, no. Kind of. Not evil, more so neutral, which is more terrifying. Evil people, you have a general idea of what they're doing. Good people, you have a general idea of what they're doing. People that are really run a gray path, so to speak, never really know which way they're leaning, and that's why I'm scared.
But if all the gods got together and like had a vote, should we let the universe end, yay or nay? Where do you think she would stand on that vote?
I don't think they would ask her, is the thing. But if she was invited, probably forego her vote is the thing I'm feeling, because she's not very. She'd probably let the world burn, is kind of what I'm getting from our conversations, I guess.
It would provide a lot of extra souls to pluck, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Not to mention, if you hate the undead, can't be any undead if there aren't any living to die and reanimate. So,
yeah. You know how
sounds
you
like a
mentioned
win-win.
you mentioned souls, right?
Yep.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
But
Bring her pieces of fallen.
mm,
Yep.
So you're meant to what? Reap souls like wheat from a field?
It's what I've understood. Bring them to her, no matter where their allegiance is.
oh, okay.
Is
And
that
But
part of why we can't die around you?
yeah, that would be why. I have a sneaking suspicion that I might not be able to bring you back.
but you already did.
I did once, and that was the deal, that I bring you back. Once.
You brought
Uh,
Lionel back from death. You only brought us back from the brink of
But I did save you all from dying.
um,
fucking Kristen.
so here's the thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be reaping souls, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Can you even fight? Like, what are you now? What is? How are you going to get souls?
Oh, fucked if I know.
Okay.
Yeah, that was never established how exactly that would help. And to be honest,
Okay.
I can't really do much. I have a dagger. I can stab someone real close.
You know how to use it?
I know how to use a dagger.
I mean, like, children can stab at their food too, but you know.
I know enough to protect myself with a dagger.
Okay, but is protecting
You need
yourself
an
the same as
anatomy
reaping
lesson.
souls? Because
See, but this is the thing, is I don't want to do that part.
okay, sort of sounds like you made the deal though, so I expect that she
I mean,
expects you to do it.
yes, but I don't think she wants me to kill the people. I think she just wants me to take the ones
You're
of the
just like a
people who've
garbage
died.
collector.
Kind of.
You just get the
I
garbage
guess.
souls.
I think perhaps she knows that you will be killing people in the future.
Also a fair point.
Where are you having this conversation? Like, have you found like a table in the
Yeah,
I
like
think
a
we're just
table
at
in
the
the farm
table,
back.
yeah.
yeah, where you can keep an eye on and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Kestrel,
Oh fuck. Yeah.
give me a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Okay, I will try to do that. Shit.
You're a cleric now. Believe in yourself.
I believe in myself. Ugh.
You're really feeling those 15s.
Ugh.
You see Willis
Yeah.
talking with
The Raven Queen. She's here and she's mad.
with the Raven Queen, and she's here. No, you see Willis talking with Valeria
Yeah.
and Brendan.
Oh no.
And you feel compelled
Oh no.
to touch Brandon.
No. Oh no.
Go
no.
do it. Go do it.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
You have to go do it.
All
You
right.
really want to do it.
Oh no.
That's
Okay.
the thing.
Fuck.
It's not so much of a wanting thing. It's just like just get up and walk over and brush against his shoulder as you're moving. Like,
Easy peasy.
All right. Yeah. No. Kestrel kind of sits still for a second before pushing herself away from the table and standing up and walking past Brandon
It
and
was
like
just a joke. You don't.
and just like brushing like
Can I ask which Brandon it is?
it's Brandon, right? Like
yeah.
dumb
it's
child
it's
Brandon.
yeah.
Okay.
It's Grey Hunt Brandon.
So he showed back up.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's been here for like a couple of weeks. No one else was surprised.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna brush like
I mean, you guys
like
can be surprised, but
yeah,
the Grey Hunt wasn't surprised.
surprised. I'm gonna brush my fingertips like by his elbow by accident and then just kind of like apologize for walking past him.
And don't worry. And you hear Valeria like, and Willis is like, "Are you sure you have all the things that you need?" And Valeria's like, "Easy money." And then two turn and walk out of the building.
Did I
And-
feel anything?
No,
No? Okay.
it's just like, oh, that was weird.
Yep. I'm gonna walk back to the table, sit down.
The fuck was that?
Um I don't know. So I just needed to get up, I guess. That was weird.
And go touch Brandon. And then come back immediately.
I guess. I needed to walk and he was in my way. I wasn't really paying attention.
Okay.
Normal behavior.
I could just be tired. I didn't sleep well.
Meanwhile, Zane, you've made it to Saranthia. What would you like to do?
I'd like to go talk to Saranthia.
You are free to do so.
Have you finished the library crystal for me?
Yeah. It's over there, and she points at like what can only be described as a, well, it was a table, but it is completely covered in crystals right now.
Okay. I'll pick up a black one with a silver engraving.
Yep.
There's another favor. Can you send a message to Zenobia telling her we're not in the Shattered Teeth anymore and that we'll be back as soon as we're able to?
Sure.
Thank you. I have no way of getting a message to her otherwise.
Okay. Hang on. There's like a bit of quiet, and then she's like, okay.
And then I wanted to discuss something. So, we fought a mummy lord. Well, others fought a mummy lord. But we came across 3 spells and we couldn't figure out what they were. I believe we sending to you about it. And I was wondering if there was a way to, I don't know, create some sort of portable device that would like, I don't know, access the library's records or whatever that maybe would allow us to identify spells that we come across?
Yeah, sure. It's called a scroll of identify.
Yeah, I need one that I could actually use.
I mean, I Maya could use it.
That's true. That's true facts.
Yeah.
Because I do have like 3 scrolls right here.
Do you mind if we take them and I can give them to Maya?
Oh no, not at all. Um, are you going to see Maya now? And she
Uh,
she's like, oh no, this is detect magic. Don't need that. Knock. Don't need that. Here.
and she hands me 3 scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not seeing her right this second. I have some other business to take care of, but I'll see her at least at dinner. I assumed you were coming for dinner.
There is a dinner. Um.
At Kestrel's house. I thought Maya invited you.
I thought I invited her as well.
Um. I haven't heard anything. But okay. Um. Sure.
Well, I'll invite you. We're having a dinner at Kestrel's house to meet her parent, her mom and grandma, and I bet Maya would love if you came.
Well, if you really think so.
I am like 100% sure so.
Well, I mean, you're leaving soon.
Yes,
Oh, I guess it couldn't hurt.
yes.
Well, then I guess I'll see her tonight.
I'll also tell her that you were invited.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Saranthia.
You're welcome.
And then I am going to head towards Kestrel's mom's house.
Yeah. I mean, you know where it is. Who are you going there to speak with?
The grandma.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you make it there. No problem.
I'll ask if the lady Inara, I believe, is the last name. What's the last name, Rube?
Genre.
I didn't hear her.
What?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Sorry. Yeah, it's Ionra.
Ianra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll ask if I could speak with her. That.
Um, yeah, they take you into like a small sitting room. You wait
About
for a little while. And she shows up.
when she enters. Thank you for meeting with me, and I'm hoping we can discuss some fairly important stuff.
Stuff.
Well, how much are you aware of what's going on?
Well, that depends on what you're referring to. There's always quite a lot going on.
With the work that Kestrel's been doing?
Oh, not at all.
Not at all?
she's made friends and has some kind of hobby that involves traveling.
I see. Well, I'm Zane. One of her friends, I guess.
How charming to meet your acquaintance.
I was hoping to impose on you in an unofficial capacity. Kestrel has said that you are very connected with the elves of Singorn, with their council.
I dabble.
Do you think you would be able to convince them to support? Should a catastrophe happen, for them to aid, to convince them to aid us?
Well, I mean, that would depend. Did you cause this catastrophe?
No. As far as I know, it's been brewing under Wildmount for pretty much nigh eternity. Well, since existence.
So you are saying that some kind of calamity is about to occur?
About to occur? That is a relative question. I don't know when, but there's a good chance it may, if we're unable to stop it.
Well, as a general rule, we try to avoid calamity.
I'm just hoping to start an unofficial dialogue that should things start getting worse, that we don't have to start from scratch with Singorn.
I'm sure I can facilitate that.
I'd appreciate it. All of this has to do with, I'm sure you've noticed, magic as beginning a bit odd.
What do you mean, odd?
Well, if you speak with Vistani, they can't really, their prophecies are becoming murky. It is of wild or uncontrollable magic seem to be increasing. And there's a ley line running through the center of Whitestone now.
Pish posh, there's always been a ley line running through the world.
Unchecked. Have you investigated it recently?
No, but it should be there. It always has in the past. And are you sure you're not being hysterical? I'm sure most of these things has to do with the eclipse.
With the what?
The eclipse.
What eclipse?
The one that is coming.
Is there eclipses don't normally cause such problems?
No, that is true. Most of them are smaller affairs.
Is this eclipse special?
Oh yes, it's a triple alignment. Well, normal eclipses is one of the moons covering for the sun.
Yes.
In this case, both moons will align.
And how often does this happen?
I believe the last recorded time was about 2,000 years ago. Quite rare.
Question. Does they know about when the Dawn War happened?
About 4,000 years ago.
Okay. And do these eclipses happen like every 2,000 years?
Approximately, yes.
What? Well, how are they different than a normal eclipse? What exactly happens that makes you think it's because of the eclipse?
Well, the magic has been known to fluctuate.
And when is this eclipse supposed to happen?
Mm, well, I have to check my notes. Shouldn't be too far off. Within the year. Let's see. I need to look something up.
Okay.
Mm-mm-mm. So it on the wild grandeur.
On the wild what?
Grandeur.
Grandeur. Do I know what that is?
Yes, it is the holy day of the Wild Mother. It's on the 4th day of the growing feast. It's also on the vernal equinox. She's like, that's quite interesting. I don't think one has ever befell on a vernal equinox before. Should be quite powerful.
What do you mean by quite powerful? Like magic will get more powerful?
Hmm. Well, normally I would say yes, but, well, apparently, the last time this happened, magic seemed to fail a lot of people to the point of being very hard to cast and focus on. Some were even worried that it was disappearing. However, the situation rectified itself after a few days.
Would that make it easier? Would such a day make it easier to dispel high-level seals?
I I mean, potentially it would make it quite a lot harder to even cast the magic. That if assuming the seal would actually hold. I mean, the last equinox, the last double equinox, a lot of magic failed. The seals of Singon even failed.
And this one might be worse.
Well, yes, it's on an equinox, so it should be more powerful.
Um,
But as long as everyone keeps a calm head and no one panics, I'm sure it will be quite all right.
would divinely placed seals fail? Or is it just arcane?
I'm not really a arcane theorist. That would be more Kestrel's territory. Well, it used to be more Kestrel's territory. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference much. Magic is magic as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's always been my opinion as well. Well, thank you for this conversation and time.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Just If magic starts being a little bit wonky, don't worry. It's just 2 months and it should all right itself.
Can I insight check her?
Sure.
Oh, fuck you, 15.
Um. Yeah, she seems truthful. Last time this happened, everything seemed to work itself out.
Alright, well, I suspect trouble may be coming on the horizon. And I'm hoping that the elves of Singorn will help us. And that you might be able to help convince them.
Well, trouble's always brewing somewhere.
Yes. My other question, if I wanted to go to the Feywilds and try to talk with some of the older Fey there, what would be the
Mhm.
best way to do so? And still be able to come back alive.
Well, that would depend. Are you intending to speak with the Fey Lords? Is that who you're referring to when you speak of older Fey?
Preferably. The ones that are been around for a very, very long time.
Don't eat anything they offer you. Don't drink anything they offer you. Be respectful. Don't lie. Don't even try to lie. And if they offer you anything without strings, run away as quickly as you can in the other direction.
Alright.
You should seek out Titania's court. You'll find that a lot less things are trying to kill you there.
Titania's court?
Titania's court.
Titania. Do you know the best way to, get there?
Plane shift?
Alright. Do you know plane shift?
Yes.
Alright. So that is an option. Well, thank you for your time. And if you need anything, let me know.
Yes, there is one thing. If you would be so kind. Kestrel, sweet girl, horrible fashion sense. Could you make sure that she dresses nice for dinner? I mean,
You ask a near impossible.
well,
I
you
almost got her to wear
away.
shoes for a little while.
Well, at least you tried.
I mean, I can try, but I will do my best.
That's all anyone can ask of you.
Thank you. Zane will bow again and go ahead and head back to the Grey Hunt.
Yeah, you get there. No issues.
Sorry, I had to write down some notes real fast. So if someone else wants to do something.
When
Is anyone else still around?
Yeah.
Yep. Don't really have. Yeah, don't really have anything to do. I guess maybe I would work with Zara for the final touches for the plans. Maybe put together like an herbal kit, like for, you know, discrete testing purposes, just in case, just to have that as an option. I mean, it very well could be nothing, but rather not drag things out and just be prepared ahead of time. And if there's nothing else that others need me for, I think I want to spend some time actually. The kitchen in the Grey Hunt is pretty much always running, right? I would imagine, at least.
Are you gonna make a potato salad to bring to this potluck?
No.
Show me potato salad.
Hey, Kristen, are you still alive?
Yes?
Okay.
Did you not hear me?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Oh, I said the kitchen is always running.
Okay, then I want to see if I can, like, shadow back there for a while and just, like, whatever they'll let me help with, I want to do that.
Sure. Roll me a persuasion. Yeah. They are making like a beef stew. They 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 start you off pretty simply by like chopping vegetables, but then it's like, and this is how you brown the meat. And first you put some flour, some salt, some pepper, maybe a bit of herbs, and then you brown the meat, and then because you never wash a cast iron pot because that would be bad. Yeah, you get the basics.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just hang back there until it's time for me to start getting ready. I don't want to go over smelling like beef stew, but put in a pretty solid day there then. Absorb as much as I can.
I think we're gonna take like a 5-minute break if anyone needs to.
Okay.
Cool.
And then
Okay.
we shall reconvene. And in the meanwhile, let me just post Zara's masterpiece because Sarah has been doodling. as we return, Joe was cooking. JK. Jamorn is cooking in the kitchen. Kestrel, what are you doing?
Going back to my room and trying haphazardly to French braid my hair and make it not look like a fucking disaster.
Roll me a performance check.
Oh, fuck. So if I fail this, I immediately go and get Maya. So it's a 1! So I go and get Maya because my hand is stuck in my hair somehow. Maya.
Kestrel comes out and I'm just like, what did you do? What did you do?
I don't even have that much hair anymore. It's only down to just my shoulders, and I'm stuck. I just wanted a French
here.
braid.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Fucking Christ. The difference.
Yeah. I mean, it looks alright. Her hand's loose, and that was the main
That's
objective.
the main thing.
That's the main thing.
I mean, you take a step back and you're like, yeah, I could have done better, but it'll do for now. If you had a blow dryer, girl, you could have done something.
Prestidigitation. It's like a little breeze.
Just a gust of wind.
Yeah.
You know, since you're already helping me with my hair, I really don't have anything nice to wear.
Roll me a deception.
No. What the? 1s and 15s. That's what I get. That's a blatant lie. I mean,
Kestrel literally
I should be more
looted
specific.
the fuck out of every closet in Gorn and brought that shit back to Whitestone.
But I sold almost all of it.
Yeah, her cupboard door still won't close. You sold like the armor and the shield and the men's shoes.
Oh, well, I wanted everything. I didn't realize I still had clothes. I would have asked that question if I knew I still had fucking fancy ass clothes.
Look, I can help you find something to wear. That's fine.
Okay. Guess we'll just take Maya's hand and lead her into the room and be like, I have this.
She opens a closet and like shit falls out.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see what you actually have hanging up because I don't know if we have time to iron these out. I mean, that one there looks nice. It's pretty fashion forward and it's maybe in a color you'd appreciate. Looks like blacks and blues.
That could work. So there's this one issue though. The tail. Yeah.
Well, I was trying my hand at sewing earlier.
Okay. Well, I'll put it on and then we'll figure out where
where the tail is. Okay.
Where the tail is, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Kestrel immediately just takes off her clothes to go put the dress on.
Maya, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, the tail, I mean, it's a pretty loose fitting robe. The tail looks pretty good. Like it's small. It has like a seam down the back. If you like removed some of the stitches, you could pull it through, but it's not really necessary. The main problem is the boobs. Like, her cup is overfloweth.
Hmm.
See,
'Cause she
originally, I
vests.
was happy about this.
Yeah, originally she was also an elf and pretty flat.
Right.
They used to fit.
Harder to take a dress out than to tuck it in. So
Mm-hmm.
we might have to go shopping, Kestrel.
Oh. Okay. Sure. Dress shopping.
I
I've
mean,
done that.
they could probably be altered, but you would need a seamstress and more time than you have.
Right.
Right. Okay. So, did you want to come with me?
Sure.
All right. Fuck this dress. Back in my other clothes. See, this is so much more comfortable. This is a knit fabric. It stretches.
True.
All right. Well, let's go shopping.
Yes.
So we'll go try and find a dress store.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check, Kestrel.
With someone as high as a wisdom as I have, I feel like I should be able to roll higher than this.
Yeah. Roll me a wisdom save.
Okay. I just went fucking dress shopping.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Cool. Yeah. You manage to go dress shopping, no issue. You bump
Okay.
into people on the street.
Oh. Oh
Um,
no. Damn it.
nothing major. It's just, a market day. Pretty crowded. An elderly woman. She apologizes profusely.
I will apologize back. I was not watching where I was going.
A young girl, about 8. She has a bad cough.
Yep. Walking through the market.
Yep. Yeah, you touch a couple of people. And eventually you do find a dress shop. It's called Madame Malkavia's Robes for all occasions.
This seems like
Nice.
our best bet.
Okay, let's stop in here.
Alrighty.
The proprietor is quite bejeweled, bedazzled. Genasi, prior Genasi woman. She greets you with a crackling laugh. Welcome, welcome. What can I do for you?
Oh, I need a dress for a dinner with a noble woman who has high standards.
Of course,
Hates
of course.
the color orange. Normally likes mid-tones.
Any particular style you would like?
There's different styles.
Well, I mean, what's in fashion right now with, the nipped in waist and the fuller skirt?
No. Something elegant but simple, I guess.
Something more in the elven style, maybe?
Yes.
Right, of course. What kind of fabric are you thinking? We do have this quite marvelous turquoise silk that just came in. It would go
Sure.
wonderfully with your skin tone.
I Maya.
I think you should try it on.
Okay,
It might look
sure.
really nice.
We'll do that.
She drapes you in this fabric, and it is gorgeous. And she's like, maybe with a few gold embroideries around the sleeve and the.
I mean, I need this for tonight. I should have been more specific.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
In that case, she like tosses the fabric aside. So what I have done that can be altered is this and this, and she holds up 2 dresses.
Okay. Maya.
One of them is like a deep forest green. The other one is like a soft pink, obviously like meant for quite a young female. It has a lot of bows.
So the green one, right?
Uh, maybe you should try them both on. Let's just see.
All right. Can I try both of them?
Yes,
Cool.
roll me a d2.
Oh no. Oh no. One.
The green one is very tight.
Damn it.
The pink one actually fits you quite well.
No, we're going with the green one. I'll just suffer. It's fine. How much for this one?
20 gold.
Sure. Okay. I will give her two gold or 20 gold. Yeah. That's like 2 platinum, right?
I think so.
Okay, I give her 2 platinum then because I don't have any gold.
I mean, can we have it altered a little? Maybe give you some breathing room? Or would that take too long?
Just like a little bit.
I mean, I would have to take out the entire bust and waistline. It would take me 2 days at least.
No, it's fine. Like I said, it's fine. I'll make do. I've got a robe I can put over it.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Thank you for your business.
You're quite welcome, dear.
Oh, thank God I didn't pick that one.
Come on, it would have been great.
No.
Your mother and grandmother would have been very happy.
No. No, they wouldn't have. Cool. Well, head back to the gray hunt and try and make myself look nice.
You do look quite nice. The green dress is quite elegant.
I look like Barney the dinosaur and I don't even know who that is.
And meanwhile, Zane, you make it back to the Grey Hunt. If that is something you want to do.
Yeah, sure.
Joe is busy cooking. Jamorn is busy cooking up a storm in the kitchen. And things seem pretty quiet. Do you have anything specific you would like to do this afternoon before you head off to see Kestrel's grandma?
No.
Then, for the sake of ease, eventually you all get ready, set up to go. Kestrel looks quite nice, quite put together, even if she looks like Barney.
Mm-hmm. These color combinations, I feel like I would make a group of children very happy for many years and then be really awkward for teenagers. Don't know why I get that feeling.
And yeah, eventually you all manage to get yourself together and head off to the nobles district.
This is a fucking house they have?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's just a small thing, about twice the size of the Greyhound. Maybe a little larger. It's fine. It's nothing.
Right, so I pre-apologize for anything that happens. Have a
Why are
good
you?
evening.
Why do you think something's going to happen,
Oh,
Kestrel?
because it will.
Really, I find your grandmother to be quite charming.
That's nice.
Oh,
She's
by the
building me
way,
a house.
Maya, these are from Saranthia, and I'll hand her the 3 scrolls of identification.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure these will come in handy. And I will just slip them into my bag.
Zane will go and knock on the door then.
Kestrel just kind of opens it, walks through. I mean, this.
Mom, I'm home.
Exactly. You guys don't have to be that formal. I promise.
As you enter, you're greeted by a couple of servants. They lead you into quite a grand dining room.
Do I recognize any of them? Because I'm assuming they're all elves.
Yes, you recognize most of them from your childhood. They have been on staff forever.
I like greet anyone that I like know really well by name.
A couple of them like tussle your hair and smile brightly at you. Few even give you a hug or two, especially the ones that you knew very well as a child.
Mm.
And eventually you're all seated around this quite large dining table. Kestrel's grandmother is at the head. And I feel like there's quite a tense sort of mood. I might be wrong.
No. You're
Kind
probably.
of a what have we gotten ourselves into kind of vibe. Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, stop moving yourself. But yeah, you all sit down to eat. Like, pretty much as soon as you sit down, the first course is carried in. And I feel like there's quite like a somber silence as you eat your salad.
I don't know, Zane would be talking.
Who's cracking first situation? So who are you talking to, Zane?
I don't know, I'll talk to Saranthia or Enra, whichever one's next to me. I assume this is the table order.
Yeah, pretty much.
Isn't her grandmother's name
Saria.
Saria? Yeah. Yana's
Yeah.
the last name? Yeah.
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 It was just
Mm.
to fit on the back. All of it.
It's fine.
And you all, it's quite, like, the food's good. The company is so-so.
Like halfway through the first chorus, Kestrel's gonna like stop eating and just actually no, she'd like half like just take a pause and just like loudly enough to so that her grandmother and mother can both hear. And she just go, so I talked to Dad. He's doing well. Thought you should know.
Jem immediately kind of like stops eating mid-lift and just kind of like surveys both sides of the table like, what the fuck are you doing?
Kestrel's mother sort of abruptly stands up from the table. Excuse me. And then she leaves the room quite quickly, and you just feel your grandmother's eyes on you, Kestrel, like a physical thing. And she's like, Kestrel,
Hmm?
tact?
Oh, sorry, no, I didn't bring any. Did you want me to go and get some? Oh, tact. I thought you said tax. Sorry. And then she just continues eating her food.
Saranthia, could you pass me a little extra dressing? Thanks.
Saranthia, like, of course.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So I was going to introduce you to my friends, but it would seem that you've met two of them without my knowledge.
Jem just kind of like raises his hand a little, like not over his head, just like kind of in front of him. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's lovely. So the ones that you didn't meet would be Maya and Lionel and Saranthia, who is currently with Maya. And then this is Zara, who is Jam's fiance. And
Saranthia
we
waves awkwardly, like, hello, it's such a pleasure to meet you. And Sarah's like, hi. Thanks for the house. And then she shoves more food into her mouth.
Now, would it be wrong of me to ask? I mean, just in consideration, seeing as you did go and speak to her without really any of my knowledge or, asking. Um, what did you guys speak about? And Kessler looks from Jam to Zane.
I'll point out that I asked you to tell her that I
You
was
did
coming.
ask me, but you also didn't tell me what exactly you were speaking to my grandmother, by the way, who you've never met before. So I feel like it's almost fair that I ask what exactly you talked about.
Adult things.
Hmm. Hate to remind you that I am almost triple your age.
Really, I hadn't noticed.
Hmm. What about you, Jam?
Hmm. Well, we talked about we talked about family and I don't know, I just feel like it would be way more appropriate to have this conversation between us in private. If you
Oh no, that's fine. You actually wanted me to be a part of whatever you were talking about. That's nice. I'd like that.
yeah.
Hmm.
We also talked a little bit about some, I don't know, well, not really mundane, but sort of old Whitestone issues that had some things to do with Singorn.
That's fine. And you couldn't have told me that before.
Um, I, I could have. I mean, physically, I could have. I didn't want to.
Hmm. No, that's fine. That's fair.
Also, you kind of didn't ask, Sarah pipes in.
Ask about what? Oh,
Kestrel didn't really ask what you talked about before now,
that's true.
in time where it would be, most awkward to bring it up.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Thank you. Zara's right, everybody.
Kessel's just eating.
Maya just nods woodenly and is like miming eating, but her plate is
Yes.
Yes, Sarah's like looking around for servers so like she can get more food.
Yeah, Zane's kind of doing the same thing. He's not terribly worried.
And yeah, like after 5 minutes, a cadre of waiters picks up your plates and replaces it with a new dish, this time a soup. Well, I am very happy that you brought your friends to meet me, Kestrel.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're my family, actually. More so than friends. Feel like our relationship is a little bit stronger than that.
How wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Bonds are important.
They are.
Say, I meant to ask you, and it's just coming to mind now. That tea you were drinking yesterday, what was in that? It smelled familiar, but I couldn't place the ingredients.
Oh, um, it's a herbal blend.
Yeah.
I would like to tell if she's being deceitful or not during this conversation.
Um, yes and no. It's definitely a herbal blend.
But she is hiding something?
Yes.
Okay.
Was it comfrey that I smelled?
No.
I'm trying to remember. It was a very distinct smell, but I mean, it couldn't have been foxglove.
Well, that would be silly.
I want to insight that one.
Sure. Um. She's lying through her teeth.
Kestrel like swallows the soup she has in her mouth and uses her spoon to kind of like she's still staring forward, but she like points at her grandmother and goes, "That would be a lie. You still haven't changed how you do that, by the way. It's very easy to tell now."
Well,
Wait, she's lying about.
yeah,
It
she's
is
drinking
foxglove.
foxglove, and
Yep.
she knew she was drinking foxglove.
Yep.
Yeah, I was kind of asking that in character.
Zane's gonna lean over to Saranthia. What's foxglove? What's it for?
Saranthia's like, I don't fucking know. And Zara's like, it's poison.
I mean, as long as you know, that's all I was. Okay, so you know it's poison, right?
In the incorrect dosage, yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Good. Good.
Why are you drinking something that could be poisonous?
I'm building up a resistance.
You worry that you'll be poisoned.
Well, someone's always up to something.
Fair.
Can I tell if she's still lying?
Roll me an insight.
Uh,
Yep, still lying.
did Zara ever respond to my Thieves' Camp message?
Yeah. Basically with like a
Can I tap out another one?
Sure.
Just essentially saying lying, and then ask medical use, like a question.
Yeah. You give me like an intelligence check.
Why can't it just be charisma checks?
Cause
Oh, hey.
yeah, like what you get back is like the old ticker, but you get that she's referring to heart failure.
Okay. This food is wonderful. I've never had food this good before. Thank you for inviting us to this meal.
You're very welcome, dear. And might I say, thank you for your hard work earlier. It really shows. And she glances over to Kestrel in Kestrel's dress.
I cannot
And
take the
hair.
credit for that. She actually, well, Maya, I believe, is the one responsible for it. Maybe.
Or what?
She's at the
Okay,
end of the
guys.
table and has a name.
Sorry, your grandmother wanted me to ask you to make sure you dressed up for the dinner, but it didn't seem to be necessary by the time I saw you.
You assumed I'd come in rags.
No, but you often get distracted and then time flies away from you and then you forget to put on shoes.
Yes, well, I do have a lot of time on my hands more recently than I did before.
How wonderful.
Maya, however, did help me with my hair and choosing the outfit.
Well, you look very charming.
Thank you.
Should have seen her in the pink dress, though, however. Miss Iona.
There was a pink dress.
There was a pink dress.
Tell me more.
Well, I'm still surprised that I even got Kestrel to try it on. But, I mean, only there was some kind of magical device that could take an impression. Actually, you know what? I have illusions. I'm gonna use minor illusion to make just like a 2 foot
5 feet.
tall.
Kestrel on the dining room table in the
Mm-hmm.
pink dress.
Mm-hmm.
Kestrel stares down at her soup bowl and contemplates how quickly she could drown herself.
So why didn't you choose that one?
Because look,
I
I
don't know,
look
it
like
fit
a
better in
frumpy wedding
everything.
cake.
Kestrel, give me a wisdom save.
Oh,
You're compelled
finally.
to go and touch your grandmother?
You are compelled to touch your grandmother.
Oh no.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
I like drop my spoon and like grip the table and I do not move.
Okay.
I need to excuse myself.
Of course. Up the stairs and to the right.
Thank you. And she's gonna shove away and like beeline out of the room.
I hope I didn't tease her too hard. Let's snuff out the illusion.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be quite alright. She does have a sense of humor.
Right.
But she laughs of the strangest things.
Like what?
Oh, once when she was a child, I took her to see a piece of theater. And, well, there was some. It was about an adventure looking for some kind of lost relic. And, well, during the course of it, he fell into what I can only describe as a pit of snakes, and she found the snakes very amusing.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Which
was
was
in that
great
play once.
because she's quite scared of reptile creatures in general, but for some reason the snakes were hilarious to her.
Really?
Yes.
Kind of
She
explains Asmo,
repeats-
actually.
She would repeat the phrase, "Why does it have to be snakes?" for months. Man,
Kristen, you cut out for me.
she was basically quoting Indiana Jones for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
What's the name? Is the name of that play Tomb Raider?
No, I think it was the Minnesota.
Arkansas Thompson?
Shut the fuck up.
I think it was New Jersey Turnpike.
Yes, yes.
What the fuck? You're both awful.
I missed that one. I meant to see it, but I went to see Border Wall 2018.
I was in a production of that play, and let
Were
me
you?
tell you, wrangling the live snakes was my least favorite job.
You used live snakes.
In our production, we did. The director felt it added more realism to that scene.
Were they poisonous?
Theoretically, they had their venom removed, but some of them I think were. We had to get a lot of snakes in very short notice.
You had to milk the snakes.
Yes.
Milk snakes.
Sarah is like gagging hard into her wine glass at that comment.
Maya has no idea what any of the implications are.
Lionel is also, trying to drown a muffled giggle by pouring a glass of wine down his throat.
Now, when you say she's gagging into a cup, are you talking like she's disgusted? Or she is, like, trying to hide laughter?
Yeah, she's trying to hide like
Okay.
laughter. She was basically drinking it and then she started laughing,
Right.
so it went down the wrong way, and now she's like
Right. Got it. Okay. Oh, boy.
And
Well,
that's
then.
why I'm afraid of snakes.
so very afraid of snakes. She has been missing for quite a while.
That's true.
I could go check on her if you'd like.
If you would be so kind, yes.
I will, yeah. I'll get up and head to try to find her. A knock on the door, where I presume she is if she's got the door closed.
In the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Cass,
What?
are you okay? You've been in there a while.
No. I don't know.
Stressful.
No, it's not that. I give two fucks about what's happening at the dinner table. And she's just gonna open the door and, like, she looks angry. And she just kind of, like, as soon as she opens the door, she steps back away from him. She's doing something to my head.
Your grandmother.
No. And she points at the mark on her eye.
Oh.
This morning, I felt like I had to touch Brandon. And then when we were walking in the marketplace, me and Maya, I just bumped into people. I didn't know why. And then I just felt it at the table. It wants me to touch my grandmother. I don't know what she's doing.
Oh, okay. Hey, we're assuming that this is bad,
Yep.
right? Okay. I thought I overheard Brandon and Valeria were going somewhere. She said easy money, right?
Yep.
Can you send to Brandon? Check up on him.
Um,
Tell him, hey buddy, we haven't talked to you in a long time. We miss you. How you doing? Come to the Grey Hunt later. We'll have some drinks. Catch up.
uh, yeah, I could do that, maybe. I don't know. Nope. Can't do it today. Stars are not aligned on my spell list. Sending's
Okay.
not a ritual, is it? No, it's not. Nope. I didn't think I was really gonna need it. Sorry.
Okay, so what do we do?
I don't know.
Do we need to get you out?
I, I, I mean, I stopped it. I just, it's, it's like a little voice in the back of my head that keeps saying it, and it won't shut up.
You still hear it now?
I mean, assume I'm still feeling compelled, right? Kristen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Do you think she's mad?
I honestly have no idea.
Maybe if I just talk to her. Right?
Uh, Probably not. Um, Pick anybody else. Who else do you want to talk to?
No one?
Okay,
I
but you
don't know.
can't stay in this bathroom permanently.
I could. I mean, look at
Nope.
all the people whose lives I'll ruin if I just stay in this tiny space until I die, which is not that long anymore. Like 50 years? 60? I don't know how long I live now. How long do humans live normally?
Not very.
Good. See? I can stay here that long.
Uh, no, this isn't gonna work.
I can't just leave. She'll.
Okay, here's. Yeah. We need to tell somebody about this.
Who?
Uh,
And Kestrel just kind of like sighs and like puts her hands over her face and then just kind of like takes a moment. I should tell her what I did, shouldn't I?
yeah. I mean, I'd prefer it to be you to me, but if
Okay.
you want me to do it, I will
No,
do it. I
that's
owe
fine. The
you.
last time I asked you, no, no, it's fine. I'll do it.
Okay, just don't touch her.
I'll just, yeah, I will go through a really nice dinner and we'll finish and you guys will go and I'll stay here and I'll tell her.
Oh, is that a good idea? Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know. We'll get there.
I thought maybe we just bring it up now. It seems sort of urgent because you're trapping yourself in the bathroom and talking about voices in your head, but if you want to go through another 7 courses like that, that's fine, or we could just talk about it now and get it out of the
We could
way.
do that. Yeah, no, we can do that. We'll do that. You're good idea. Okay.
Okay. I would, you know, escort you, but
No, hands.
yeah,
Yeah, go.
I'll go
I'll just,
first.
yeah, I'll be behind you at a safe distance.
Okay.
Cool. All right. And then Kestrel follows Jam at like a good 2 feet distance between them.
Yeah. You make it back into the dining room?
Can I do something before they return?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to turn to Enra and go, I'm something student of languages. I was wondering, do you know Marquesian?
Yes.
And well, would you mind practicing? I want to practice it a little bit. Do you mind?
Oh, no, not at all.
And then while still like maintaining and seeming, I'll ask, how long do you think you have in Marquesian? And why do you not just tell her?
It depends. Could be a day, could be a year. You never know with these kinds of things. And I'm an old woman. My death should not come as a surprise to her.
But it also shouldn't be a surprise.
Why?
Especially with the way that she essentially is estranged herself from you guys. Is at least trying to come back in.
Exactly. I would rather get to know her again before burdening her with the knowledge that I'm dying.
Okay, then
Also, Kestrel, if she finds out I'm dying, she'll probably assume that the only reason I'm here is because I'm dying and it wasn't about her to begin with. And
yes, that definitely would be Kestrel. Alright, I'll keep silent on this matter then.
thank you. Not at all. Your accent is not intrusive. Why would you say that?
Thank you. I mean, I just barely learned it, but I'm trying.
Gonna look
Not as good as
quizzically
my
at Serena.
Very
Draconic.
nice.
Not as good as my Draconic, but I'm working on it.
Well, Draconic is challenging. Those gargling throat sounds.
Yes, I know. It just took me so long to figure that one out.
Jamorn speaks Draconic fluently.
No,
See,
he's just biting his tongue at the gargling throat sounds comment, and he's just gonna add the phrasing counter.
Well, I assume by this point in time they'll wander back in.
Yeah.
And then I said, "Is that a wand in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?"
That was weird.
And then everyone
Fucking
falls
weird.
silent as Kestrel
Yeah,
and Jamor
exactly.
walk
Yeah,
in.
it's just uproarious laughter, and then silence as everybody's head slowly turns like a horror movie.
Yes.
All right, EP.
You've returned. And just in time for the next course.
Could we hold off on that for a second? I have something that I would like to say. Um, you know what? We're gonna make this as believable as it can be because, we all are different levels of aware of how well I am at speaking the truth. So, that being said, if you don't mind, I'd like to cast one of these. And Kestrel's going to cast Zone of Truth.
Okay, where are you placing it?
It's 60 feet, middle of the damn table.
Okay.
I'll just fail it.
Would have +1 versus spell effect. I guess it doesn't matter.
Also, I mean, I'm choosing to fail it as well.
Yeah, you're sitting next to the line also.
Yeah.
I believe everyone's in Lionel's range if they want to be.
Mm-hmm.
I have no real compunction against telling the truth, so.
Nah, Zane will resist it.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So, as you, I am 100% certain, are aware, I am no longer a wizard. I made a deal with the Raven Queen in order to save my friends when they were dying. The deal I made with her, because she would not take my life for theirs, because she already had it, and she couldn't take something else that I tried to give her. I instead told her that she could have anything, and I would do it. And so she did. And I am I pledged my servitude to her for an eternity. And I've spoken to her about what exactly that is in slightly convoluted Godspeak, but basically, I am to collect pieces of people for her. And recently, I realized that my decision was terrible and not thought out as I had believed it to be at the time. And now I think she may be upset, and I have been feeling compelled to touch people, people who are old and sick,
And Brandon.
and Brandon, who's just a klutz and probably is gonna die, and I can't send to warn him, and I feel really bad about that because he's not that old. And I have a voice in my head that tells me that I have to touch you. So, just through context, if you had anything that you'd like to tell me, that would be lovely. Because I don't want to be the thing that kills you.
Kestrel,
Yeah?
I'm very old and I will probably die soon.
Okay. Okay. Is that why you retired from Singorn?
No,
All right.
I retired from Singorn because I would like to get to know the person you stay.
Well, isn't this a lovely way to start out, right? Realize how fucking stupid your granddaughter is and does things without thinking them through properly.
Kestrel,
Yes.
once you've lived 700 years, you come to a realization. People are idiots. There are no exceptions.
Right.
Life just a collection of all the mistakes that we've made. And in the rare instances where people find themselves capable of pulling their heads out of their collective asses and doing the right thing. But those instances are rare and far between. Just because you make bad choices does not mean that you're a bad person. You just have to find a way to live with those choices. But for heaven's sake, El, when you go out into the universe and make a deal with the emoest god, you cannot be surprised that what she wants from you is something equally feathered and black.
Listen, I would have been a little bit more willing to choose someone else, but time crunches, gods kind of don't want to deal with us half of the time. She seemed like the best option. To be honest, she seemed like the only option for me. I mean, I worshipped Ayun for years in hopes that some part of it would bring me close to finding Mom, and it never did. Not once.
I have sending, says Saranthia.
Do you know who Brandon is?
Yeah, the dumb hot one.
It's the description.
That's
Yeah, the
that's
himbo.
correct.
To a T.
Yeah, that's actually really accurate. Could you tell him not to come back to the Grey Hunt? It's an emergency.
Can you just even see if you can contact him?
That as well.
Oh, okay.
We'll start off with that. Right. So, I also put this up because, you know, lied to everyone here a bunch. And if you would like to ask me anything, now would be the most opportune time, as I did this. So,
I have one simple thing to ask.
yep.
Are you finally going to stop lying to us?
Yes. I made a promise with my father that I would. And I will uphold that promise.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
satisfied.
Cool. Anyone else?
I can't.
You cut out.
Yep.
I can't reach him.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Oh.
Saranthia,
Yes.
can you cast it again at Valeria?
Yes.
You would, please.
Any particular message?
Just ask how she and Brandon are.
She's fine. Brandon's
Brandon is what?
not fine.
In the sense that he's on another plane right now.
Sure.
Does she need help?
No. She's at the hunt.
Right.
Then I believe that confirms it.
Great. Great. I'm I I'm gonna go.
I mean, this could be useful.
I touch people and they die.
Well, do you though?
I don't know.
Not
So far,
necessarily.
It sounds
I mean,
more.
like, I'm not gonna sign up for the Raven Queen fan club just yet.
Who's
This is
talking?
Zara, by the way.
Zara?
yeah.
Yeah. But, like, I wouldn't trust you with that kind of power, and I'm pretty sure the Raven Queen is smarter than me, being an actual god.
True. So then I just
Sounds-
touch people that are dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were
I
given a death
think
sense.
that's a lot more likely. Like, she controls the moment of death. So she has a sense of when people might meet their fate and
I
have a compulsion to touch them.
At least lacking direct intervention, it sounds like.
She may not even have the power to decide when they die. She may just
die.
know when it will be.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I mean, the worst thing to know that, like, there's something waiting for you somewhere else.
I'm gonna be honest, Shadowfell's not a great place to go. Just from reference points of me being there a couple times.
But that's not where they go.
Where would they go then?
The Shadowfell is where you go the moment you die. And then you move on to whatever realm you belong.
Was your dad in the Shadowfell when you talked to him?
No, but that's. She said she wants pieces of them for pieces of people. That's what I'm supposed to bring her.
Everyone, I assume, who passes through her domain essentially gives her power, much like an indirect form of prayer. Willing to bet?
It's not what it seemed like. It seemed like there were certain people that didn't leave anything.
Well,
So she
we
wants like
might run
fingers?
some tests on you. Put a couple of diagnostic spells on you. See what actually happens.
Sure.
Magical radiation imaging.
Or as I like to call it, an MRI.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
Thanks.
And I think that's where we're gonna end tonight's session because I feel like Lionel probably would have some questions during the Stone of
Yeah.
Truth spell.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna close it when he still has the opportunity to
Opportunity to ask.
tell
Yeah.
all Bonanza.
Yes,
Cool.
yes.
But yeah, there we shall end the session for tonight.
See now,
Okay.
Rue as a player fucking hopes I kill people by touching them. Guess was not